So I'm here today with my good friend Anjanette, better known as Miss SouthBay. And in case you guys don't know who Miss SouthBay is, actually I'll let you introduce yourself.
Thank you, Jacob. I'm super happy to be here.
Yeah.
Hi guys, so yes, I am a local realtor here in San Diego. I specialize here in the South Bay area. And I'm a part of the BSD Houses team, and yes, I love what I do for a living. It's my passion.
You know, real estate is a pretty broad and sometimes competitive industry. What's the thing that really drives you to keep doing it?
Honestly, that's such a good question because you're so right. There's so many real estate agents out there. And you know what I really think is just there's those agents that are doing this as a hobby or part-time, and then you really see those agents that are doing it for full-time, and I definitely am doing this full-time, and it's my passion. So I truly love what I do, and I think that, you know, a lot of my clients can just sense that energy from me when I meet with them. They become close friends to me, so it's just something that does set me apart. It's just the passion and the drive that I have for what I do.
So the way that I've almost seen you work with clients is almost like you're just out there building friendships all day long. Is that a way that you almost think about it?
Yes, I do. And I think that now that like I was just telling you, when I started, it was a lot more, you know, it was pretty new to me when I started, but now that I'm already here in my third year of real estate, I'm a lot more myself with my clients, so they become my friends, and it's just so much more creative in what you can do to set yourself apart nowadays. But yeah, they become my friends, and I really appreciate that personal touch that I can now have with them.
So that you said setting yourself apart, a lot of, in case some people don't know, a lot of the job as a real estate agent, and correct me if I'm wrong, is, you know, finding new clients and building new relationships. And one thing that I see from you that you do that a lot of people don't is you get a lot of the clients through Instagram.
Yes.
Particularly.
Yes.
So do you feel more almost like an Instagram influencer that, you know, is a real estate agent, or do you feel like a real estate agent that really just uses Instagram as their main marketing platform?
That's a good question. I definitely would consider myself as more of a community influencer.
Okay.
I don't really think of myself and just put myself, oh, I'm just a real estate agent. Because I feel like I represent South Bay area, because that's who I am and that's where my roots are from. And for me, I know where the best places are, I know the best neighborhoods, and it's just a place where I just love it and I want to share it with the community. And by doing that, I'm able to just connect more with people in the community. So I definitely would consider myself a community influencer. But I think Instagram is a great platform to get my message out there, because there's so many people in the community that are on there, and we are able to reach them on there. And that's why I love Instagram for my platform.
So just so other people can kind of get a sense too, it's
Yes.
really uncommon, or it was, now it might be common,
Yes.
but it was uncommon to use Instagram as a platform. So what gave you like the faith? Because I'm sure the first month you were using it and investing a lot of time into it, you weren't getting results. Probably took a while, and it wasn't like a tried and true method when you started doing it.
Yeah.
So what really gave you the faith to continue, you know, pushing into it, and then, you know, you're getting the results now?
Is this like an advice for realtors that are trying to get
No,
on
it's
Instagram?
definitely not an advice. I just like to see
Okay.
people that see trends,
Yeah.
and then you saw the trend before a lot of people did, and, you know, there definitely is people that are seeing it now, but you saw it before everybody. So I just want to see like what gave you that faith to keep investing into it.
Yeah, so when I did start on Instagram, I saw it more as a millennial type of platform. But now, you know, these millennials are top clientele that are going to be purchasing homes now this year, and we're living in a completely virtual world. So I did see it early on as a great tool to use to get myself out there. And now that I have been investing in it for years, I'm seeing the fruits of my consistent posting. And I don't think it's just posting. I think what really made me successful on Instagram is because from early on, I pushed myself to be uncomfortable, to feel weird, to put myself on video, to show people more personal sides of me, and to just share all the value that I can on there. Early on, I would just push myself, like just go on camera. I don't feel like it today, but I'm gonna do it anyways. So I think by me doing that early on, I was able to have that consistency where people would see me all the time, and it just naturally built that trust that they had with me, and kind of getting to know who I really am, because people will work with you if they trust and they know you. So that's what I was able to build on there.
So as somebody that's worked in a team, alone, and even with a one-on-one partner,
Yes.
what are the pros and cons to each one of those relationships?
Great question. So first of all, starting out, if you're starting out in any business, it's so important to have someone that you're working with or a team, because it's a lot easier for you to be successful if you have guidance from someone who is already doing it at high levels. So that is the benefit of working on a team. I think if you already have, all the experience and you know how to do it, then yes, try it out alone. But I would always say it's so much more powerful when you align yourself around people who have the same vision as you. When you're working on a team, you're able to get to that vision a lot quicker, motivate each other, keep each other accountable, and when things get tough, you can have other perspectives. So I would say there's a lot more pros to working on a team than working completely on your own.
Okay, just last question too. Is there anything that you would tell yourself when so I'm sure like Anjanette 3 years ago, getting into this, not knowing obviously what you know now at all, is there anything you would really give yourself advice?
Wow, I didn't think about it. If I could revisit myself in 3 years, if I could go 3 years back and tell myself something, I guess I would just say, you already know what it is that you have to do. Just go do it and stop caring about what other people think about you, and just do it. Because I feel like if we hold ourselves back, then we just will not be able to give the value that we want to share. And I think if I could have, enforced that earlier on, I could have even shared more. But
I 100% agree with you, and I think that applies to a lot of industries, not just this. Do you feel like now you're fully releasing onto the world what you are all the way, or do you still feel like you're going full on now?
Absolutely. And what's so crazy about that is I think now it's amazing, because when you have this energy that you're giving out to the world, when you're giving out positive energy and being your really true self and not caring what people think about you, people will notice. And that's happened to me, where people notice. And now I've aligned myself with people that have the same vision as me. And now I'm a part of an amazing team here in San Diego. And I've always been very, very hesitant with certain teams, but I feel like I'm in such a strong and powerful place right now to where I could be myself, and I've aligned myself with the right people.
Well, thank you so much, Ms. SouthBay, for coming on and discussing your experiences with us. If you guys aren't already following her profile will be in the description, so make sure you follow her. And is there anything you want to say before we go?
No, thank you so much for having me. And if you're starting out in the business, if you want some tips, please follow me. I'd love to help. Or if you're making a move to San Diego, I'm also here to answer any of your questions.
Perfect.
Thank you guys. Bye.